Hi, my name's Charlie Venn, owner and barber at Lucky Sevens Barbershop here in Weston.
When I left school, I had no idea where I wanted to go. I had no path, I had no vision. Barbering is the first thing I've ever stuck at. You look back at your childhood, I remember going to the salon, going to the barbers to having my hair cut and realising that I was always very intrigued, even when it comes down to the chairs, to the clippers. And it wasn't until I was working as a chef, I was working in a kitchen and I got burnt. And I got burnt quite badly. I had a fish pan of oil drop down the back of my leg. I came back from hospital, I was just sat and I was just like, nah, I'm out. I rolled at the barber college and yeah, from there we've just gone forward really. I think it clicked straight away. From that moment I knew that I just wanted to be a good barber. I remember him pestering Ben Smart. Ben Smart owns Smart Barbers in Clevedon, which is 10 miles up the road, and I remember pestering him to let me come and train with him. And I went there, I learned, I trained, I put the time in, I put the effort in, and I stayed dedicated, and eventually I got offered my own chair in the shop, and then it just went from there really. I just put the hard work in and never really stopped. I remember we all had toolboxes, and that's what we all worked out, that was what our stations were. And I remember going away to a Brighton tattoo convention, and there was a pop-up barbershop at that tattoo convention, so I came back from the convention even more passionate, and Ben had got me my own toolbox, and I stuck my stickers on it, I set it all up, I was like, yes, I'm part of it. It's mental how something so random as a toolbox can mean so much to you in your career, but I will never forget that toolbox. 2019 was the year that I decided it's time to go for it, let's open a shop. I remember going back to my old college, which is actually a salon, so it's an academy. I remember going back there just to see the guys and see the owner. I remember she said to me, she goes, why don't you have the academy? So we went out there and looked at it and I was just straight away I went in there and I was just I can see it. So Lucky Sevens Barbershop was born September 2019. Me and my dad built the shop. It's like a salute to the old school American traditional, but with a modern flair on it. I love my shop, it's bright, it's colourful. And also I love the fact that it's got a story, do you know what I mean? I learned to cut hair in the room that I now run my business out of. The shop has really evolved around my style, I suppose. And I've always, big inspirations for me would obviously be Steve Purcell from Uppercut. He's Australian based, and then you've got Shane Nesbitt and Pugsley from America. They're big inspirations for me when I started. But then locally, you've got guys like Brad Cohen, Paul Hewitt, Chris Brownless, Vicky Smith. They're all Uppercut related barbers, and they were the guys that I followed and were inspired by from day one. Uppercut as a product, I was introduced to Uppercut when I worked at Smart Barbers. That was the products that we stocked, and I can honestly say from that day, 8-9 years ago, I have never used or stocked another product in the barbershop. Going forward, I want to keep traveling, I want to keep inspiring and continue to be the best I physically can be within the industry. For the shop, I just want Lucky Sevens Barbershop to be on the map as the best barbershop in the Southwest. I want to really put the time and effort into my team and what we do. I just want us to have a great reputation and to be a busy barbershop. I always want to be better tomorrow than I am today. That passion will never die. Barbering is my hobby. It's how I make money, but it's not my job, it is my hobby. And I love it. I've never worked a day in my life.